Hate's a strong term, and it gets thrown at me a lot. You hate this team, you hate that team. All right, I need to confess. There are 5 teams that I hate. And I'm just gonna get off on the right foot here by starting with number 5. Seattle hasn't come up with a name yet. First off, you guys don't even have an expansion team yet, and you don't even have a name. That's lame. That's stupid, and I hate you for that. So, and then the Seahawks are blue and green. The Mariners are blue and green. You can't be in hockey because blue and green are your colors. Figure it out. There's number 5. You guys writing this down? Because this is going to be the whole list. Number 4. Now, you knew Montreal was going to be on the list because I talk a lot about Montreal. And yeah, the Montreal Wanderers. The Montreal Wanderers played 6 games in the NHL. They won one of them, and then their building burned down in 1917, and they haven't played since. Figure it out. Build a new building. Where's the Wanderers? Lame. Just lame. Just lame. I mean, it's bad enough your team name was the Wanderers. Montreal Canadiens have been trying their best to keep everything together, and now clearly they're falling apart because they're trying to pull up the whole city of Montreal all by themselves. They need the Wanderers back. Bring back the Wanderers. Or the Maroons. You know what? I hate them too. Go ahead and just put a slash and Maroons. Named after an insult that Bugs Bunny gives people. Figure it out. Number 3. Cleveland Barons. I mean, they haven't won a game since 1978. That's useless. How do you not win a game for almost 40 years? And nobody talks about it. Nobody talks about how Cleveland hasn't won a game in almost 40 years. I've got an article from the 1977 Hockey News where the owner of the Cleveland Barons states the team's in good health, everything's fine, and Alan Eagleson is full of it for stating that the Cleveland Barons are going to fold. Part of the problem with the Cleveland Barons is they haven't won a game in the NHL since 1978. For Smart Alex, it's in the NHL. For Smart Alex. I know there's people out there that are going to mention the Lake Erie Lock Monsters or the Erie Lock. You guys, you're part of the problem. Number 2. You knew Toronto was going to be in here because I'm talking about something I hate, right? And I've been accused of this a lot, so I'm just going to come out and say it. The Toronto Arenas played earlier this year. They played 1 game. They won that game. Where have they been since then? When does a team get vengeance against the Arenas? They wore this jersey that made it look like they were the Aretnas, and they never came back. And I'm telling you, you can't trust a team that wins 1 game, disappears, and doesn't come back. That's like a Mighty Ducks move or something. Like that's as crazy as seeing a Mighty Ducks team in the NHL. I'm just throwing that out there. This is the problem. They're unbeaten this season. As much as we talk about Vegas, the Toronto Arenas are unbeaten this season. They had some kid named Ashton Matthews, Matthew Marner, and Billy Nylander. They were the 3 forwards. Frank Anderson was their goalie. Really, really, really solid team. And Matthew Riley was the guy on the point, on the power play. Really solid team. I'm waiting for the Arenas / Aretnas to come back. And the number 1 team that makes me the angriest. New England Patriots. Everybody talks about, oh, it's Super Bowl this, Super Bowl that. Well, how many Stanley Cups have they won? The answer to that is none. They've won no Stanley Cups. Tom Brady's got no Stanley Cup rings. Check his hand. He's got all these Super Bowl rings. Where's your Stanley Cup ring, Mr. Brady? You're so smart. You're so good. Where's your Stanley Cup ring? And there you go. There's the 5 teams that I hate in hockey. And the New England Patriots, they haven't won a hockey game either. When was the last time they won a hockey game? They haven't. And they can't. And they won't. I'm going to go ahead and put my money down now and say the New England Patriots will never win a Stanley Cup. And they can't be the best hockey team because they can't win a Stanley Cup. Let's see Gronk catch that. Thanks for watching. I'll talk to you again soon.